Xi Jinping has hailed the new world created by the Chinese people in a speech to mark 100 years since the founding of the ruling Communist Party.
Tensions between Australia and China continue to rise.
Tensions between the United States and China are now rising.
The tension is rising, and Taiwan is feeling the heat.
President Biden gave Beijing a stern warning. The U.S. would get involved militarily to defend Taiwan if China tries to take it by force.
China says it will fight to the very end to prevent Taiwan from being declared independent. China's defense minister said any foreign interference is doomed to failure.
Taiwan's enemy is very much visible. It is located just 100 miles off their coast. It is Communist China.
Defending Taiwan is our own responsibility, and we have the determination to defend ourselves.
Japan warned against China's growing influence in the Pacific region.
China is sending warships into Japanese waters.
I do think China is aware that it is overstepping.
France has sent a nuclear attack submarine to patrol the South China Sea.
Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida emphasized on the need to strengthen international cooperation against China.
China wants to send its soldiers and ships into another strategically important theater.
There's no question that China will seek to retaliate in some form.
Most frequent victims of human rights violations are critics of the government, like journalists, lawyers, artists, and activists. The state is known to harass, imprison, and even torture opposition members, in many cases without just cause.
China has obviously long censored critics at home. The government is now trying to extend that censorship to the rest of the world.
Activists there are saying Beijing is using the territory's police to enforce a policy of ever greater brutality.
This is worse than Pearl Harbor. This is worse than the World Trade Center. There's never been an attack like this. And it should have never happened. Could have been stopped at the source. Could have been stopped in China.
Are we about to enter into a new Cold War? From the military to technology, the economy to political influence, the rivalry between the US and China is intensifying.
Trade with China is important for all European economies, but also complicated.
So far, over 60 countries have reportedly signed agreements for these projects, and the list is growing because China promotes it as a win-win for everyone.
China is not like the West, and it will not become like the West.
China, under the rule of the Chinese Communist Party, represents a global challenge.
It is a challenge which touches all of us.
In fact, today, China is authoritarian at home.
The rules-based order is suffering, and this cannot continue unchecked.
We, the Inter-Parliamentary Alliance on China, stand together to coordinate the response to this great challenge.